Willey Knives is located on the beautiful Delaware countryside. This year, Willey Knives will be celebrating their 40th anniversary.
I've been very fortunate in life that I've been able to do the things that I've liked to do all my life, and as a hobby and as a business both. The Lord gave me a talent at a very young age that I was able to start making knives. I grew up on a farm, and I was 10 years old in 1953, and I was making knives out of old saw blades and pieces of metal that had already been heat treated. Files and saw blades I used for several years, and then later I started doing some forging. When I was 15, my grandfather taught me how to use a forge. We had a lot of this equipment on the farm that we could repair, farm equipment that got bent and broke, and fix it. So then as time went on, I started making nicer ones and using more modern steel. In 1970, I really liked the 154 CM. I thought it was some of the best stuff you could get at that time. And I got more as I got on in business. The knife making pretty much stayed as a hobby. I had moved on into retail when I grew up. I built a building, was getting ready to start making knives and have a small store. And wow, that was in 1965. And one day I went to the mailbox and I had a draft notice in there. So I ended up in the Navy for 4 years, and I enjoyed cooking in there. So I got out of the Navy and went back to trying to finish the building and get it going, but not quite enough money. So I took a job up at Dover Air Base. I had a position with one cook's position open. So I took that and finished the building, got the little store going at night, worked up there in the daytime, and sharpened, made, and sold knives at night. So that was pretty much my story about knives, but I've enjoyed knives almost all my life. 1970, when we first opened our business, Victorinox out of Switzerland was the first knife that we put in. And I really feel comfortable with them. They do have a very high quality product. I've never, in all these years, I've never received a brand new Swiss Army knife from Victorinox. It had to be sent back because from the factory it wasn't just right. Lone Wolf is a high quality knife. They haven't been in business as long as some of the other older companies, but they do make a very high quality knife. We've sold Lone Wolf ever since they first went in business, and we've enjoyed selling their product. Street took over the old building that Schrade was in New York. After Schrade moved, they and built a new building, and then Schrade went under. Wally, one of the men that worked for Schrade, he started his own company Street, and he really built a beautiful, high-quality knife. There's And then Pete Gerber, he sold, and Fiskars bought it, and they kept on going. They have some knives made in the States, some knives made overseas. We stick more with the Gerbers that are made in the United States. As far as case pocket knives, there's almost no end to the different colors and a different bone that they use and do nowadays. They can just do some beautiful work. Biggest selling queen knives that we sell have the D2 steel. They use a beautiful aged honey bone, and the new one that they've come out with this year is African zebra wood, and it is a beautiful wood. We go and leave the hunting knives and the pocket knives and the tactical knives and go into the kitchen knives. We do carry a lot of kitchen knives worth the medium price all the way up. We've been with buck knives since 1973. I was fortunate enough when I was in the Navy out in California. I went to the buck plant in El Cajon, and Chuck Buck was such a nice individual. He gave me and my wife a full tour of the plant. K-bar has been around for a long time, and we sell quite a number of K-bar knives.